musician, and welcome to my first ever ASMR video. Today I wanted to show off a bit of my vinyl record collection. I thought it would be a nice way to start my channel because I really enjoy collecting vinyls. Some people think it's a dying thing, but I think it's come back quite nicely recently. And I know I enjoy collecting them, so I thought I'd show some of them off. Okay. The first one is a classic, Dark Side of the... I almost dropped it. Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd, with the iconic prism on the cover of the album. A lot of people may know this cover of the album cover without actually knowing the album, because it's quite a big thing. On the inside, we've got the track listing up here. Side 1, Speak to Me, Breathe, On the Run, Time, The Great Gig in the Sky. Then on side 2 is Money, Us and Them, Any Colour You Like, Brain Damage, and Eclipse. On the bottom here, you have lyrics to some of the songs. Not all the songs, because, for example, The Great King in the Sky has no lyrics. It does have vocals, it's just one big improvised track. It's really awesome, it will blow your socks off. But yeah, this is actually, it belongs to my dad, who he's given it to me because he doesn't really listen to vinyls anymore, and he knows I like them. So thank you for this, Dad. This is an excellent gift. The next album is another absolute classic. David Bowie, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. Ever since I started collecting, I wanted to get this record. I've had it for a while now. It took me a while to get it before I started collecting. I think I bought it for about £10, which is quite a good deal, I think, for a classic album such as this. There you can see David Bowie there, or, well, not Bowie. I guess that would be Ziggy Stardust in the likeness of David Bowie. This guitar. His nice purple boots and blue thing. You can't really see it, but there you go. Lovely. On the back, again here, we've got the track listings on which side. Side 1 starts with 5 Years, and Soul Love, Moon Age Daydream, Starman, It Ain't Easy. And then side 2 is Lady Stardust, Star, Hang On To Yourself, Ziggy Stardust, Suffragette City, and to end with Rock and Roll Suicide. Such a great album. While I was at college studying music, my tutor, I'd never really listened to any David Bowie before I went to college, which is crazy really, because I was studying music. But he said, by college I mean from 16 to 18, like the last few years of high school, if you're in America or something like that. And he said, but this is just an album that everyone should listen to. And so I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it, and I did it. And I haven't looked back since. On the inside, we've got some lyrics here. Make a nice crinkle sound. I've got some lyrics here on the inside. It's kind of hard to see, my camera's not too great. See the silhouette of the disc. It's pretty cool, it's just a standard black LP. Some more information here. And the musicians are David Bowie, guitar, sax and vocals. Mick Ronson, guitar, piano and vocals. Trevor Bolder on the bass, Mick Woodmansey on the drums, arrangements by David Bowie and Mick Ronson, album production David Bowie and Ken Scott at Trident Studios, London, photographs of Brian Ward, artwork Terry Pastor of Main Artery, to be played at maximum volume. There on the bottom. Awesome. And here's a great album order. Recommend it to anyone in any format, doesn't have to be vinyl. The next one is a bit of a change of genre, not that they're the same, but this is a bit of an oddball. It's Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats, Bloodlust. This is a real, stoner, doom, rock sort of album. Story behind it is, I went to see a band called Black Sabbath. That you can see the poster just there. That's from that gig. This was the tribute band. No, not the tribute band. The opening act. I'd never heard of them before, and they were awesome. Just the vibe is so cool. I love that sludgy, just drone thing that goes on in this type of genre. And then I saw that they were selling these vinyls at the merch stand, and I was like, I'm gonna have to get one. I can't leave without one. Bloodlust, I'll cut you down at death's door, over and over again, cursing the trees. I'm here to kill you. 3 candles, ritual knife, withered hand of evil. So you can see it's a family-orientated album. This one's very cool on the inside. I'll quickly show you. It is a white vinyl, which I think is really awesome. This is the only white vinyl I own, and I didn't realise it was when I bought it. So when I brought it home and opened it up, I was like, yes, this is awesome. There is a mighty description on the back there that I'll have a quick read through for you. Arriving at an abandoned barn beneath a dead autumn sky, Uncle Acid sets up a crackling tweed amp. Nestled between the bales of hay, he sings tales of murder, lust, and horror. He is soon joined by 2 deadbeat musicians intent on destroying the world as a barely held together rhythm section. Playing on battered instruments, the trio record their songs onto a broken 8-track tape machine, with levels pushed into the red and smoke billowing from the mixing desk. The bloodlust journey begins. Illegal electricity powers dead televisions for inspiration. Old horror films play constantly as the trio delve deeper into a strange underworld of madness. Throughout winter, the band endures freezing temperatures as week by week new tracks are written and laid to rest on tape. Recording live, mistakes are frequently made and disregarded in favour of capturing the atmosphere of their surroundings. The playing is tight but loose and often seems to fall apart completely before returning to normality. Extra layers of warm fuzz are added later along with the vocal harmonies and stabs of mellotron. With a shoestring budget long since vanished, the band finally emerges from months of claustrophobic torture with the Ultraviolet concept album, Bloodlust, a tale of greed, torture, madness and murder. The acid nightmare has truly begun. So yeah, you can kind of get what kind of album it is from that. I mean, try it out if you look for something new. But yeah, I love it. It's awesome. Next, we're kind of keeping on that stoner vibe, but in a different way. This is The Worst. The Worst. Jefferson Airplane are an old psychedelic band. Kind of like when you think of Woodstock and stuff like that. That's the type of music we're thinking right now. Really awesome. If you've never heard of Jefferson Airplane, try listening to their song "Somebody to Love." I think it was quite famous and it was sampled quite a lot, so you'd probably recognise it, maybe the chorus and whatnot. So, but yeah, this is essentially a greatest hits album, even though it's called The Worst of Jefferson Airplane. But yeah, it's a really awesome album. I haven't actually had a chance to listen to this all the way through, but I will do, of course. Really old. But yeah, this is one. I love Jefferson Airplane and their vibe and whatnot, and I was just like, I need to get this. Next is an album by the mighty Led Zeppelin. This is Led Zeppelin IV, the fourth album by Led Zeppelin. This album includes such classics as Rock and Roll and Stairway to Heaven, Black Dog, I believe. So there's a lot of like Led Zeppelin classics on here, songs that the band are known for. There's a man here with some sticks on his back, and he's got a walking stick as well. This man is very stick orientated. Let me take the sleeve out because it looks nice. Here you go, here's the track listing to the thing. Starts with Black Dog. It might be the wrong way around for you, I don't know. I'm sorry about that. Black Dog. Rock and Roll. The Battle of Evermore. Stairway to Heaven. That's side one. Side two is Mystery Mountain Hop. 4 Sticks. Going to California. And to end with When the Leaf Breaks. Here at the top you can see the logo emblems for all the members of the band. I can't for the life of me remember which one is which. I know the feather is the singer Robert Plant, and then I think that this one's Jimmy Page and this one's John Bonham, so then this one would have to be John Paul Jones, but don't quote me on that because I'm really not sure. Recorded at Headley Grange, Hampshire Island Studios, London, Sunset Sound, Los Angeles, California. But yeah, this is a classic album. Like classic as they get, kind of like the Ziggy Stardust and Dark Side of the Moon. On the back here you can see the lyrics to the song Stairway to Heaven, a classic song, probably the most well-known song off the album, maybe. Next we have not a commodity album, but maybe a bit. But just when I saw it in the shop, I was like, I'm gonna have to buy this. It's Van Halen, 1984. Sorry, I just had to double check I was getting the right year. 1984. This one features Art for Teacher and Jump. And two classics, I think maybe Panama as well. I'm not sure. Yeah. Crazy Dusty, but this is the album Undertow by the band Tool. I'm not going to get the discs out because there's two, I don't know if you can see there, but there's two things in one little compartment, so they're quite hard to get in and out. So I won't take that out. But there's the cover. On the back is a pig and the track listing. Yeah, this album is great. If you are a Tool fan, then I don't really need to tell you. This is the first of 4 albums that they currently have out. Maybe they'll release another one day. 2 discs, like I said, so it's got 4 sides. Side A, Intolerance, Prison, Sex and Sober. Side B, Bottom, Crawl Away and Swamp Song. Side C, Undertow, 40. I don't even know what that is. My bad. And Flood. And then side B is Disgustipated. My bad. I do like Tool. And then I found this. I bought it because I can and I wanted to. But yeah, it's all a great album. This is, as they progressed as a band, they started to experiment a lot more electronically and stuff, where you, obviously, you wouldn't you? But this album is a lot more like raw songwriting, riff sort of thing. So, good album. Now, most of the vinyls that I have here were bought at a shop, obviously, down the road from where I used to go to college, in a place called Stratford upon Avon, not to be confused with Stratford in London. It's north of London, because London's quite southern. But yeah, just down the road is an old independent shop called Purple Vinyl, and they mainly dealt online and whatnot on eBay, but they did have a shop, and so in the shop everything was quite cheap and stuff like that, and they had actually outside a rack of just random vinyls that had been put there. They were all 10p, which is amazing, like a vinyl for 10p or not. So me and my mates would just sit there and flick through them to see if we could find any good ones. This is one of them that I found, which I think is awesome. It's a kind of a compilation album. It's called The History of Rock, Volume 27. This one is featuring Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, Wishbone Ash, and Mott the Hobble. Now, I did actually see Wishbone Ash live once with my parents, quite a few years ago. My parents are into that whole blues rock sort of thing, and I went to a show with them, so that's pretty cool. I have seen Black Sabbath alive, like I said. I've seen them a couple of times. I've never seen Deep Purple live. But I saw this, and for 10 pence, 10p this was, and I was amazed, and my friends were so jealous when I found it. Side 1 is Black Sabbath, 4 songs each for each band. Side 1 is Paranoid, Iron Man, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, and War Pigs. So not a bad choice. Side 2 for Deep Purple is Black Knight, Strange Kind of Woman, Fireball, When a Blind Man Cries, and Child in Time. Not a bad selection for them. These next 2 bands I don't really know too much about their songs, so I don't know if the selection is good or not. But it is Blowing Through. This is for Wishbone Ash, by the way. Blowing Free, The King Will Come, Persephone, and Throwing Down the Sword. And then for Mother, the Hoople, or the I don't know, I may be butchering. They have more songs. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's all the young dudes, all the way from Memphis. Roll Away the Stone, Honolulu Boogie, Golden Age of Rock and Roll, and the Saturday Gigs. So yeah, this vinyl is awesome. Again, staying on with the 10p theme of what I got, is a 12-inch single of Billy Idol, Dancing With Myself, and Love Calling Me, like a dub version of the song called Love Calling Me. Maybe you can see that on there. I'm not too sure. But yeah, Dancing with Myself was a classic, and it was 10p. So I'm going to buy it. Next is another 10p one, I think. And it's the Eagles' greatest hits album. The Eagles are the ultimate chill band. I love just listening to the Eagles and falling asleep. It's so awesome. The best thing ever. Something I am confused about though is that this is a greatest hits album of the Eagles, but Hotel California does not feature on it. And I mean, the Eagles have got a lot of great songs. All these songs are awesome, but if you're gonna have an Eagles greatest hits album, you've got to put Hotel California on it. But nonetheless, great album. It's got a really nice kind of matte finish to it, which is nice. Hopefully that sounded nice. Maybe not. Next we're going to go into a bit of old classic British metal. Starting with British Steel by Judas Priest. This is a classic British industrial metal sort of sound. Lead singer Rob Halford is an idol in metal, especially British metal, you know. This is a great album as well. Side 1 features Rapid Fire, Metal Gods, Breaking the Law, Grinder and United, And side 2 is You Don't Have to Be Old to Be Wise, Living After Midnight, The Rage and Stealer. So yeah, this is another iconic album cover, I think, with the hand holding the razor blade. Yeah, I think so. Very much so. Next is another awesome British metal album. Not specifically the album, but the band more, really. It's Motorhead, No Sleep Till Hammersmith. This is a live album by the band Motorhead. Oh, I like they're a working man's band, I think. Motorhead. That's what Lemmy Kilmister, the singer, likes to say. That there's a band for a guy who's been working all day and he just wants to come home and let loose. Side 1 features the classic Ace of Spades, followed by Stay Clean, Metropolis, The Hammer, Iron Horse, and then No Class. There's a dog barking outside, I don't know if you can hear that. Side 2 is Overkill, We Are the Road Crew. I love that song, it's fucking awesome, sorry for swearing. It is really great. Capricorn, Bomber, and then Motorhead to finish. I've seen Motorhead live a couple of times as well, and they're good. They're very good. Recorded live in England, surrounded by Manics, 1981, except Iron Horse, which was recorded in 1980. Dedicated to all the people who have travelled with, drunk with, fought with, and screwed with us on the roads of England and Europe for 5 years. And this is only volume 1. Thanks to everyone who came to see us. Thanks to Smirnoff and Carlsberg. Without them, whom lots of this would have been coherent. Produced by Vic Mail. All songs written by Motorhead, Kilmister, Clark and Taylor. Concept promoters, Midland Concept Promotions and Straight Music. Front sleeve photo, Ian Galianski. Back sleeve photos, Graham Mitchell and Simon Porter. You can have a look at that photo there. Motorhead rocking the stage. And then on the back, it's just like a little collage of is by a band called Fleetwood Mac, Rumours. Again, I bought this from that shop, that independent shop I was on about earlier, Purple Vinyl. I found it in the £2 box. So this album cost me £2. My dad is a big fan of Fleetwood Mac, so I think that's how I first heard of them, especially this album. This album features Go Your Own Way and The Chain, two of their mega hits. If you know the show Top Gear, then you'll know the song The Chain. Yes, that iconic bass riff there. I hope you enjoyed that. But yeah, great album. Why not own it on vinyl? Now, if you were surprised by the 10p things and that £2 one, this next album is another Pink Floyd classic, The Wall. 4-disc LP. This thing is long and full of crazy awesomeness. And I bought this album for £1. £1. I had to ask the guy at the shop if he'd labelled it correctly because I was amazed. Because this shop, it was again that Purple Vinyl, but again because they're a collector's shop sort of thing for vinyls, and they base the value of the vinyl on the case, mainly the casing, because it's got some damage here, stuff like that, and stains on the front. You can't really see them on the camera, but it's got stains on it and stuff like that. They just valued it down loads. So there was this for £1, and then there was another one in the selection, and it was worth £40. So it's crazy, that is. There was no way I was not going to buy this. And it's a great album as well. It goes along with the movie that they made. Awesome. Excellent album. Next is a band that I really enjoy, that a lot of people enjoy. That was a weird sentence. Primus, with their first album, Frizzle Fry. I love Primus, and I especially love Les Claypool, the bassist and vocalist of the band. He's an extraordinary man. There's some cool, weird artwork that goes with this one. On this album features side A, To Defy the Laws of Tradition, Groundhog's Day, Too Many Puppies, Mr. Know-It-All, Frizzle Fry, John the Fisherman, and You Can't Kill Michael Malloy. Side B is The Toys Go Winding Down, Pudding Time, Sathington Willoughby, Harold on the Rock. No, sorry, I've missed one out. It's Spaghetti Western, and then Harold on the Rocks, and then To Defy, and then to end with Hello Skinny / Constantinople. But yeah, I can't really explain what genre this is, really. They're a bit crazy, maybe a bit experimental. I don't know, look it up on Spotify, something free, or YouTube. Have a listen. Let me know what you think, if you've never heard of Primus. And last but not least, this isn't the end of my vinyl collection. If I move to the right there, you can see there are a buttload of vinyls all along here that as soon as I shown any interest in collecting vinyls in my family, everyone was just like, here, take all these vinyls that we don't want anymore. And I wasn't going to say no, but to end is the greatest album ever. Abba, Greatest Hits Volume 2. Now, I never bought this album. It was gifted to me by my auntie, who loves Abba. But I just can't escape loving Abba, man. The songs are just so catchy and good. I don't know. Is it inside here? greatest hits albums, and it would be nice to have the first one and second one, first one and third one. But you know, I just have this second one for whatever reason. But the track listing is Gimme, 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 and in brackets, A Man After Midnight. Knowing me, knowing you. Take a chance on me. Money, money, money. Rock me. Eagle and Angel Eyes. That's already a golden list there. You can't get better. And then on the second side, on the B side is Dancing Queen. Does your mother know? Chickadita, chickadita. I guess you could spell it like that. Summer, Night City. I wonder, and then in brackets, Departure. The name of the game. And to end with, thank you for the music. Awesome album. By a bunch of awesome musicians. Okay then. That is the list that I have with me today. I have lots more albums and different kinds that I'd like to show sometimes. Some other time on the channel. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully it relaxed you and you're feeling better than you were before the video started. So I guess subscribe if you want to. Hopefully I'll be making some more videos soon. And yeah, thanks for watching.